everybody, welcome back to Outer Wilds. I'm going to go right ahead and hop into the shuttle because I've got a few theories that I want to go and investigate, just to hopefully try and make some progress in this curious solar system of ours. So I'm going to hop into the ship, I'm going to blast off into the sky, and then... there we go. Let's go ahead and set autopilot for Ember Twin because it's mostly reliable. So, whilst we're on the way there, thank you very much for your comments. It's been a few days since I recorded the last video, so a couple of them have stacked up. Most of which kind of were alluding to the fact that I should maybe revisit some places that I've been to before to investigate a little bit harder, because maybe I've stumbled across the right elements, but not quite enacted them sort of in the most useful of ways. So I'm going to park myself here, just outside the Hourglass Twins, and wait for a moment, because I need ash to start draining off before I investigate one little avenue of inquiry that I have in my mind. So in the meantime, whilst we're waiting for that to start draining out, yeah, a couple of things to cover. First of all, thank you very much, Gabripetti, who left a comment saying maybe we might want to leave the teleport pad for the Ash Twin project just a little bit longer, maybe until we've covered a few other bases, which I think is, I mean, that was a few videos ago that they said that, so I've probably covered more bases since that comment was left. But yeah, I think that's probably wise, but I still want to go to Ash Twin regardless, for an entirely separate reason. A few videos ago, I mentioned that I had 3 major mysteries, 3 lines of investigation that I wanted to look into, and then I pretty quickly managed to investigate one of those 3, and I've now ended up with 5 lines of investigation that I want to look into. So either I've covered a lot more ground in the last few videos than I realised, or I just suck at maths. One of the two. But as I see it at the moment, our 5 biggest challenges are getting into the Sunless City Ice Shrine District, getting into the Southern Observatory Road on Brittle Hollow, both of which are blocked by ghost matter at the moment, which I'm still kind of scratching my head over, getting to the Ash Twin Project teleporter, which we're going to leave for a little while, getting through Giant's Deep's undercurrent, which I have a couple of theories on that I'd like to try out soon, and of course, getting to the Quantum Moon's 6th place. Well, not so much getting there, because we did that, but actually sort of seeing anything whilst we're there. Because it's kind of a little teeny tiny bit hidden behind a solid wall of obsidian. But, as I said, first of all, I want to go and visit Ash Twin, because I want to revisit the Sun Station, which, you'll note, has nothing to do with any of those points that I just raised. But I realised that I missed a path on the Sun Station, which could potentially hold some juicy info if I've completely bypassed it. So I'd like to revisit there once... oh, here we go. Aha! Here's the beginning of the revelation of the Sun Tower. So we'll gently glide down as that's being gradually revealed. And, yeah, as I say, head back to Sun Station. Then I think I'd like to pay a visit to Giant's Deep. As I say, I have a couple of theories about how we can actually get below those waves. It's a little bit of a mystery. The only clue for getting below Giant's Deep's waves that we've had so far is what we found out from Feldspar. And when asking Feldspar sort of quite directly about how to get there, he simply, or they simply, pointed us along the path of, wait, is this the door that we want? No, it's not the door that we want. Pointed us along the path of following that branch, which took us up to the jellyfish. But we can't get to the damn jellyfish because they're too far under the waves. So, yeah, still scratching my head over that one, but I'd like to go and investigate in the hopes that we might make some headway. But yes, in the meantime, I kind of need Ember Twin to hurry up and do its thing, so then I can get in through that there doorway. So, come on. Clear the path, please. I'm trying to think as well if we've got anything other than the... oh, wow, what an epic view of Church Ship. It's like some sort of housefly clinging onto the side there, for dear life. I'm trying to remember if we've got anything other than the Ice Shrine District in the Sunless City to uncover up on Ember Twin, but I think everything else, at least everything else that I'm aware of, I think has already been covered. Ah, here we go. Come on now, let me in. Something I keep forgetting as well is I can actually crouch, can't I? If I hold down the jump button. Woohoo! Okay, let's see if I can nip through here without getting prickaloed by the cacti. Oh wow. Hold on, crouch again. Ow! That's a prickalo. That's a prickalo! Oh, that's a prickalo! Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, I am in trouble. Not my finest moment, but oh well. Right. Oh, something else I was wondering as well. There we go. These computers, they spin away for a little while, and we know that some of them, the bars actually reveal themselves and have readable information on them. I wonder if I were to, for example, wait here long enough, would that one sort of open up and reveal its information to us? Oh well. Not that it matters. Destination, sun station, here we go. Whomp. Aha. Bloody marvellous. So, whilst I'm on my way to the sun station and that lovely, lovely oxygen, I suppose we need to talk about the Nomai, don't we? Because my view on the Nomai is somewhat fractured at the moment, I guess. Oh god. Oh wow. Oh dear. The way is really fraught. Oh, here we go. No, no, no! No, smashing my suit. There we go. I don't remember this drift being as perilous last time. Yeah, my view on the Nomai is kind of in question at the moment, because on the one hand, we've just discovered that the entire population of the Nomai in this system died in quite a horrible way, really. All like the workers down in the mines on Timber Hearth, that Nomai chipping away at the statues on Giant's Deep, the kiddies playing in the underground tunnels, playing anglerfish over on Ember Twin, didn't suddenly just expire and drop to the ground. Their souls didn't suddenly leave their bodies. They were subjected to a really bloody, painful end as the ghost matter enveloped everything in the system. So on the one hand, I can't help but feel sorry for them. But then I'm calling into question whether I should feel sorry for them, because they tried to blow up the sun. I can't overlook that. They tried and failed to blow up the bloody sun. And I suppose, I guess we don't have any context for why just yet, so I can't be too judgmental on them. We know that there was this huge moral dilemma of them weighing up the value of the solar system itself and all life that could potentially sort of evolve from that against whatever this scientific endeavor was that they were pursuing, which I can only assume is something to do with the pursuit of the eye of the universe. But yeah, so I've been saying all along, haven't I? I hope that the Nomai don't go and prove me wrong and turn it to be like horrible bastards or anything. But at the minute, I can't help but think that's what's going on here. Right. Anyway, this is where I wanted to explore that I realised I'd completely bypassed last time. So we've got a memory statue here. Looks like it's not been assigned to anyone because the eyes are still closed. And we've got several racks dotted around that sadly look like they don't actually hold anything of any use. Ah, rubbish! I was hoping for a conversation scroll to plug into the wall back down there, but no, there's nothing here. I mean, other than an absolutely stellar view, there's nothing here. Which is a bit pants. Huh, I am disappointed. Okay, right, so I mentioned I want to go and try a little theory of mine on Giant's Deep, so let's get to it. One other thing I suppose is worth mentioning is that the primitive Hearthians weren't affected by the ghost matter. I'm guessing... Whoa! That was close. Hello, Jelly. I'd like a word with you, please, if you don't mind. Can you, like, come say hi, please? No, not interested. Yeah, the primitive Harthians were still semi-aquatic at the time when the Nomai were present in the solar system, so I can only assume... Ooh, I wonder if there's... Hold on. Did I explore this particularly thoroughly? Yeah, I was wondering if there's a tunnel up through to the jellies, but again, like I said last time, they're encased in ice. I don't know how much good it could possibly do getting to the jellies. Yeah, so I guess the Harthians were probably spared from whatever fate befell the Nomai. Okay, so couple of theories that I've got about Giants Deep. One of which involves the poles. So I'm pretty sure this is the North Pole here, where the Tower of Quantum Knowledge stands. But I haven't, whilst I actually jumped over the top previously, so that we could gain access to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, which I believe should be about here. Gently. Yeah, here we go. I didn't explore the waters beneath these, beneath the actual tower itself. So I'm wondering whether there's a rubbish. I was hoping in this sort of enclosed space where this this tornado is. Hello, Jelly. Are you going to come up and meet me? They never seem to come above about halfway between the core and the surface, which is awfully sad. Are there any caves in here where I could maybe get to the bottom of the island? Look at that. The island... This island is huge, and it seems to poke well below the waves. But as far as I'm aware, there's no way to actually get down there, and there's no break in the currents here. The jellies don't come to the surface. Anyway, train of thought. The Harthians were semi-aquatic, so I guess whilst some of the Harthians that did make it to land probably died along with the Nomai, I'm guessing the bulk of the race continued to evolve underwater and avoid the ghost matter for probably, well, let's see, it was 280,000 years ago. They seem like a relatively new race for dwelling on land, so maybe 150,000 years they stayed underwater and evolved. Right, we're not getting anything here by the looks of it. There was a jelly that looked reasonably close. No, none of them are... Sadly... Oh, hello. Well, that's handy. I didn't realise you could... Oh, yeah, of course you can exit through the wall of the tornado. Right, so... That is one pole. Now, I have skirted around it a few times, but never really taken much notice. But there's a massive cluster of tornadoes at the other pole of the world. So hold on, let me just get some altitude and do something stupid. Let me just stand up. Oh, okay. I thought I might be able to get the globe. Oh, wait, hold on, we've got a globe here somewhere on the HUD, haven't we? Let me see if I can stabilize myself and remember what the control is. Here we go. Whoa. There's a globe just there on the... Oh, I can just go on the landing computer, can't I? Let's turn around. Ooh, okay, let's try going underwater. So I've never explored this cluster of tornadoes here at the southern pole. Right, hold on. Southern pole is back here? Hold on. I'm pressing down instead of back. Whoa, no, I don't want to go to the surface because otherwise I'm going to get picked up, aren't I? Wait, why am I not getting to the South Pole here? Is the South Pole over here, maybe? Maybe it's this... Oh, this is quite a circular area. Oh, hold on. Oh, hello! Oh, rubbish! I thought that was a hole! I'm at the Southern Pole. I'm at the South Pole here. So this is the South Pole. Oh, it looks like that should be a hole. Please let that be a hole. Rubbish. Oh, poo. Okay. Science time. There's a tornado directly above here. Does anything happen if I go into it? Okay. I get flung out into space in a bit of a spin, which was pretty much expected. So, looks like the poles themselves don't help us gain access to where I want to be. So, next theory. I've got a few of these queued up. In fact, that's a lie, because this is the last one now. I'll tell you what I will do. Hold on. Let me... Oh, hello. This is where I want to be. I wanted to aim for the construction yard for reasons which will become apparent soon enough. So, my other theory. If I can't navigate my ship below the waves far enough to actually punch through the current, maybe I can get an island to do it for me. So we've got these huge gravity rings here, which were obviously used for the construction of the discombobulated space pickle. And I've never really trodden these underwater ones, because I didn't really see much point, because it's obviously faster to go over the top, because you don't have to contend with water. But as far as I'm aware, this area here is the lowest area that I can get to on one of the islands, I think. And what can we see? Oh, we can see the core from here, and a jelly. Whoa! What the hell's that noise? So what I'm thinking is, whilst this is obviously not low enough to actually get through the currents, I'm wondering whether, if a tornado picks the island up, flings it out into space, and then what's that ring for? Oh, that's interesting. There are gravity chute rings. Look at that. What's that for? I'm intrigued. I've not seen... There's another one over there. Are they just something that were used to kind of tether the space pickle in place back in the day, or is that a thing that I should be investigating? Well, let's test this theory first. If a tornado would kindly hurry up and pick up the island, please, we can see if it gets dumped down again with such ferocity as to pierce the bottom of the current. If so, I can simply hop off and go and find a jelly ride, I think. That's the hope, anyway. If a bloody tornado turns up. Why is this taking so long? I can hear the wishy-washy of a tornado, which is mighty impressive underwater. But there it is. Right, so this is going to pluck the island out of the water, as we've seen before, throw it into space, and then dash it down with such ferocity that the entire island dips below the waves. Will I... God, here we go. Oh, no! No, 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 no. Ow! Yes. That hurt. But good. That's what I needed. So hopefully... Oh, that ring hasn't activated, has it? No, it hasn't. So hopefully... Right, please go deep, go deep, go deep. Deeper than that. Deeper than that. No, you... I thought I was onto something. Rubbish. Really thought I was onto something there. Grr. Okay, well, whilst we're here, let's go and investigate these rings. I am most intrigued. Why? What is that for? Is that something that can be activated somewhere? Did I miss like a button or a switch or a thing? Oh, hold on. I was just about to do something stupid then and try and jetpack over to one of these platforms. That's only going to lead to heartache, given the gravity of this island. I can't help but feel that concept, not this specific location, but the concept of letting the island do the work when it re-enters is something that I should be investigating. What's the lowest point that I can get to on one of these islands? Oh, how infuriating. Okay. Let's see. So this wall we've already investigated. This text, I'd imagine we've already investigated. Yeah, that was 11 minutes ago. The orbital cannon was activated. Let's see now. Let's call in on this ring. Take a look at this one. It looks as though it's on sort of like a slider as it can go around. So I'm guessing this is just something left over from when they were working on the discombobulated space pickle. Ah, interesting. There's a brittle hollow projection stone here. Did I look into that before when we visited the construction yard? I'll just go and take a very quick look at the conversation on this and see if it rings any bells. Then I guess pull myself together and try to... Oh, I was just distracted by the conversation scroll over there, but I have looked at that one before. I'll pull myself together and see if I can work out where else we could possibly go on this planet to try and get below the waves. Lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly. One somehow sank down beneath the current. Maybe there's a clue here. So, lifting orbital probe Oh, genius! I hadn't picked up on that before. Of course, this is the perfect place to build something that needs to go into orbit. They build it here, hold on to it for a while until a tornado picks them up, and then just kick it out once they actually go into orbit. That's genius. But we want to go the opposite way. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? Spire constructed a model of giants deep here on Brittle Hollow Southern Observatory. It reveals how an object might sink below the current. Oh, that's infuriating. So we need to get to the Southern Observatory to learn how the hell to get below the waves. I feel like this is a two-part challenge. Shut up. I feel like this is a two-part challenge. Part one is just getting below the current, and then part two is the bit that we already know how to solve. We need to somehow hitch a lift with a jellyfish to get into the core, but it's the current that's the problem. Oh, how infuriating. I think it does hang on the Southern Observatory, though. Let's see. Unable to grasp the answer by looking through. If I visit the observatory, will you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two... Oh! Wait. There are two trailheads. One at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon, and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. What? Oh, well, I know where I'm going. So let's look at this logically. There is the Brittle Hollow gravity cannon. We've been there before, but I've obviously missed something. And the actual observatory is there. So let's head into the cannon itself. Oh, of course, yes. Yeah, there was this road. I looked at it and then completely ignored the bloody thing, didn't I? Oh, ow. Okay. Ow. Ouchie. Hopefully I won't need this ship again this loop. Graceful as always. I didn't even damage it. Amazing. Yes, of course. This road. Because the cannon, I think, was the first place that I actually visited on Brittle Hollow. And then I got distracted by the whole shuttle and flinging my ship off into space thing. Southern Observatory, south 550 meters. Oh, how infuriating. I can't believe I forgot this was even a thing. Rubbish. Oh, well, I guess I'm here now. Right, let's see. Is there anything over this side? No, there is not. So, wrong. Geronimo! Oh, good. Oh, great. This splits. I don't like that. Oh, wait. Does this go over the top and I have to decide where I want to go? Left or right? Left or right? They both look the same. Left. No, I do not like that arrangement at all. Okay. Right, let's Let's make this as quick as possible because I have no idea how long any of these rocky elements are going to be around. Looks like that next gravity chute came from the left here somewhere. Here we go. Next. Oh, wait. Oh, am I going to have to jet up into the next one? No, I'm not a fan of that. And time it right. Momentum and all that. Hey, beautiful. It's getting snowy. It's getting snowy. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. Fine. Ow. Oh, this is precarious. Oh, I've got to jump from one gravity thing to another. Yeah, look, the crystals are missing. Oh, this can only end badly. Ow. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Where am I going? This way. Oh, I'm actually getting to a place and doing a thing. Oh, that crystal shouldn't be there. Oh, rubbish. Oh, wonderful. Is there anything around here? There's a... Is that a thing? Oh, I'm scared to actually jet off the side to see if that's a thing. I think it... Whoa! Okay. That's a drop. That's what that is. No. Okay, I think that probably used to be a thing once upon a time, but it's caved in. Oh. Okay. Anything to see? Anything to do? Oh, my God. I just want to... In fact, let's... Surface integrity 100%. Okay, I like that. 100% is a good percent. Yeah, I'm all right with that. Okay, anything more to see and do? Oh, there's a little... Oh, there's a little benchy place down there. Did I miss... Oh. Is there a way... There's a thing over there. I don't want to leave and have not seen a thing. But at the same time, I'm thinking I should probably just get up and into the observatory before bad things happen. Bad things often happen when I dilly and dally. Oh my God, I'm in the observatory. Spectacular. Amazing. Oh, and that must be the surface access that leads back to Rybek's ship. Yes, it is. Oh, wonderful. And yeah, I thought I saw that when we came through that translocation pad thing. It looks like there's a path leading up to the lower rim of the area. Okay. Ooh, amazing. We've got a giant deep projection stone. So this is curious because it was my understanding that this place... No, I've got it the wrong way around. I was about to say this was originally built to track the eye of the universe, but I think this was probably originally built to study Giant's Deep. Because they had hoped they could track the eye of the universe using the tracking mechanism on the Atl rock, so then they moved that here. So maybe, I can see there's some controls up there. Maybe that activates... Is this... Oh, this is one of those golden pools where they can sort of form objects. Maybe that is part of tracking. Anyway, let's not get ahead of myself. So where's this going? So this is Giant's Deep. Is this just going to be on the construction platform? Or will this be the... Yeah, this is the construction platform. So this is where I was. That's the very spot where I was pondering life, the universe, and everything. So we'll step off of that and plug it into the wall instead, because I think this could be the key to getting below the waves. Oh, I sincerely hope so. Right, Cassava. Connoy, Daz and I were lifting orbital probe... Wait, this is the same one as I just looked at. Orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly. Yeah, this is another copy. You should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight through. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself. Yeah, that's all the same information. Right. So perhaps the secrets that I'm after are actually on this wall over here? Rude. Now, I'm going to make a prediction here. Oh, no way. I might have spotted a thing. So I'm going to make a prediction. Thin twister. Fat twister. I don't think that has any relevance to anything, but I just felt like pointing it out. Clockwise twister. Anti-clockwise twister. Is that a thing? If one's spinning one way, I wonder if one lifts and the other drops. Maybe if I step into one of these... Well, I don't know about this, actually, because I don't know if this is just a model. Will this one lift me? If you look, there's almost imperceptible waves travelling up the body of this thing, whereas this one is travelling down. Will this one lift me? Yes, it will! Oh my god. Oh my god. The twisters are the secret. I've got to find a twister that is rotating counterclockwise at the base and with lines going down. I bet that is going to punch us through the current. Cassava's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit. But one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. An update. It's now clear there are two different types of cyclone. I called it. My cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are cyclones Cassava typically use to send components into orbit. There also exists a rarer type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects below the waters and below the current. My gratitude, Spire. Conway's showing me your handiwork, and I'm intrigued by this secondary type of cyclone. But was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? A model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. You just wanted a pet project, didn't you, Spire? I can't say I blame you. Also, I very much wanted to make a model. Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, we can get below the waves. Right, whilst I'm here, however... Oh, Lord, there's 6 switches. Oh, no. I feel all of the excitement that I've just built up is going to be diminished along with my brain power after I get to the bottom of what the hell this is. Right, let's take a little tour this way, first of all. What an absolutely beautiful spot. Holy crap. Don't go ruining it for me now. I'm having a moment here, Hollow. Right. Let's, get on round. Ooh, what's this? An ice table. Oh, I like that. Good use of resources. So, that confused the hell out of me when I heard a tornado. How should our methods change as we continue to search for the Eye of the Universe? Mallow. That's a name we've not heard for a long time. We know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try to find the eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe. Mallow's idea is clever, but we have no idea where the eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small, which makes it all the more interesting why the space pickle launches the probe in a random direction each loop. I believe I have a solution for the problem. Have you spoken with Remy and Pi about the technology they're developing? Remy and Pi? I know that they worked together on something, but I can't remember exactly what that was now. Oh, Privet. As we couldn't find the eye signal using 2 different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue this search method. Avens, that's a new one. We'd need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover those long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch, and it's moonless, except when the quantum moon's visiting. Yes, let's build a cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. Right, so this is where... Well, I mean, that confirms that the observatory was initially built for working out what's going on Giant's Deep, and then they added the technology for trying to search out the Eye of the Universe at a later time. Right, another computer that's just mulling itself over. Oh, so these presumably are to create projections of these objects. So this is the Eye of the Universe. Whoa. Hello. Whoa. So what's that telling us? Oh, is this a direction finder? And this one, just like the one on the Attlerock, can't get a lock. Let's pull that down. Pick up the brittle hollow, sorry, dark bramble one. Yeah, there we go, look at that. Perfectly stable. And I bet if we look in that direction... Where is it pointing? Alright, game, prove me wrong. Where's it pointing? Like there. Okay, I can see a quantum moon, but nothing else. It's gone eerily quiet, hasn't it? There's the white hole station. Okay, oh, okay, somebody turn the stereo back on. Can we do multiple of these at the same time? Do they overlay? They do overlay. Oh, interesting, so we can... Oh, hello! Wait! Where have you come from? Error, unable to determine orbit, no signal detected matching any known criteria for the eye of the universe. Oh, did that pop up last time? And I just missed it. Right, giant steep. Oh, interesting. So we can overlay an entire map of the known solar system. That's super duper cool. So this way should be the twins. Yeah, there we go. With Timberhearth just past it. No, I don't think this is a real-time model by the looks of it. But in any case, let's see. Is the computer saying anything now? No, it's not. That shrinks the model down so tiny to show that the eye of the universe is way outside of the solar system somewhere. Okay, so what have we learned here today? We've learned a surefire way of getting below the waves on Giant Steep. We've also learned that there's a very pretty little orrery, is that what it's called, here? But from what I can tell, doesn't really serve much purpose. Okay, maybe we'll come back to this later to unlock its secrets. But in the meantime, I need to head off to the big green. Yep, I'm coming for you. And let's not get hit by the pickle, please! That was kind of close. So, back up to surface level. Let me find one of these backwards tornadoes. So, we're looking for a tornado that's rotating counterclockwise at its base. Any of these the odd one out? No, they're all spinning the same way. Ooh! I see you. I see you there, lurking about. Spinning counterclockwise at its base. All the lines are going downwards. Right. I guess we need to get in towards the top to make... Oh, God. I did it. I'm below the current. Oh, my days. What's in there? Oh my word, oh my word, oh my word, I'm in Giant Steep. I'm looking at the core. I don't want to get zapped. Right, I need to hitch a ride. Obviously, I don't want to go near the core because that's going to happen. Right, that, I guess, is that a jelly coming out? Looks like it is. I could do with finding a friendly jelly that's already out and fancies a little dip back in. Wait, I wonder whether I can... Can I fly the craft into a jelly? Or will I have to get out? Oh, that one, just missed that one. That one's coming out, that one's going in. I just need to try and find one that is already part way out and is heading back in soon. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, well, I'm getting low. Aha! You look like a prime candidate. Now, the scary thing is, the jelly seems to have that purple electric on it as well. Oh, is that... Oh, that's way too small to pilot the craft, so unfortunately, ship, I'm going to have to abandon you. Hello, jelly. Will you be my chum? Am I going to have to... I feel like I'm going to have to approach from, like, all the way at the bottom of this thing to avoid the purple zappy zaps. Oh, sorry about this, jelly. Yeah, probably not ideal. Well, okay, not ideal. Wait, so how am I going to know? Oh, wait, is there a little lip? Oh, there's a little lip I can stand on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Those currents are desperate to take me back out. Okay. No, No. Stop. How am I going to know once we've actually gone below the surface? Oh. Things are happening. I see zappy zaps out there. Stay in the journey. Stay in the journey. Whoa! Oh, I don't like this. Oh. Was that it? Are we in there now? Hold on. I think I'm going to venture out. I think. Whoa. Wow. I'm inside. Oh my god, I'm inside. Right. Is that where I need to be? Is that where I think that's where I need to be. So this is the core of Giant's Deep. It's some like gigantic black coral construction by the looks of it. But up there, stuck in that coral tree, is a part of the discombobulated space pickle. I think this is the pod control chamber. The probe control chamber, even. Oh my god! Found it at last! Whoa! It's so cool! Oh my word. I can't believe I'm actually here. This is ridiculous. Okay, so do I want to go to the word wall and the translocation pad, or do I want to go to the gloopy goldy projection thing? Let's go for info first. Feed my mind. Oh, there's two tablets here as well. Interesting. So first of all, Ash Twin Project. Launch module projection stone. Let's go with the launch module first of all. Oh, this is so cool. I love this. Imagine, Privet, the probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. Oh, of course, this gets a feed directly from the probe. I am honored and terrified. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Oh, fret not, my nervous friend. We only need to fire the probe once anyway, so who minds if it compromises the orbital probe cannon's structural integrity slightly? I feel like we've read this one before. Maybe this is another copy of something that we picked up previously. Well, I would mind, Mallow. I would mind because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if the probe tracking module's destroyed. Yes, we have seen that one before. So thankfully, the probe tracking module wasn't destroyed because it disappeared beneath the waves of the ocean before it could even be used. So, this is going to take us to another one of the modules. Okay, yeah, this is fine. We've been here before. We've seen all this before. But what I don't believe we've seen before is what is on this slate here. Ash Twin Projection Stone. Although, actually, it is sounding mighty familiar. Is this just going to take us to the mask hall? Yes, it is. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 still lit. That's a mystery that we still haven't seen the end of. Who? Oh, hello. Wow. That is mighty interesting. I think there's a Nomai alive somewhere. I think there has to be a Nomai alive somewhere. Either that or Feldspar also linked themselves with this statue, because Feldspar's the only one that we know of that actually got below the waves. And we know that there are 3 beings alive at the moment who have linked themselves with one of these Nomai memory statues. We're one, Gabbro's another, and Feldspar's the only one that we know has punched below the waves. But why would Feldspar not mention anything about the loop? That's so bizarre. Right, anyway, let's read the thing. I have exciting news, Privet. The Ash Twin project is almost prepared to receive the probe data from the orbital probe cannon. Oh, Ash Twin project receives data from the cannon? Raimi is adding some finishing touches here, but she'll be finished soon. Are you and the orbital probe cannon well? We are. The statue here in the probe tracking module is ready to record each launch's flight trajectory. Oh, and will automatically transmit all relevant data to you. Oh, so it's not the third mask isn't linked with a being, it's linked with the probe. So it can be used to record probe data as well as people data? Wow, okay. On the other appendage, I'm now worried about this cannon's structural integrity and its crew's moral integrity. Once the probe determines the location of the Eye of the Universe, I'll send an alert directly to you and Raimi. So, Yarrow, was it? Yeah, Yarrow and Raimi were in the Ash Twin project, and they would receive an alert at the Ash Twin project once the probe finds something, and the data from the probe is relayed through that memory statue to the Ash Twin project. Oh my days. Okay. Right, let's traverse our way to the other plane. So, we've got a couple of, a number of spinny computers here by the looks of it. So, let's see what our first projection is. What have we? Okay. So that's Giant's Deep and the Space Pickle in a non-discombobulated state. There's the probe. Receiving data from probe... Oh my god. Receiving data from probe 9,318,116. So this is tracking... Wait, does that mean the Ash Twin project has tracked data and is still tracking data from over 9 million loops? Holy crap. Visualizing current trajectory of probe 9,318,116. So I wonder if that would look different on a different loop. Because we know, of course, that the cannon shoots in a different direction. Oh my god, that's genius. It's just occurred to me why it shoots in a random direction, because they don't know where the eye is. Oh my god. It's the whole unlimited Munkees, unlimited typewriters theory. One of them's going to hit Hamlet eventually. That's genius. Spin it on a different axis, a random trajectory, a random vector, each loop, and set it on an infinite number of loops. It's going to find the eye eventually. That's bloody genius. Are these... Oh, look at this. Oh, that is incredible. That's all... Wait, whoa. Did one of them find it? Retrieving previous launch data from Ash Twin. Total number of probes launched, 9,318,116. Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the Eye of the Universe, found by probe at 9,318,054. Oh! Wait, hold on. That's 62. What? One of those probes actually found the Eye of the Universe 62 launches ago. I would love to know how many loops I've been on since I started the game, but I'd imagine it's probably in the low 60s. Did my act of linking with the Nomai statue on Timber Hearth do something to the probe to cause it to actually find the Eye of the Universe? This is craziness. Oh, hello. I know what you are. I think that's the code that we need for the vessel on that big code block that we revealed. Retrieving stored coordinates from... It's coordinates. Oh my god. Can we warp to the Eye? Retrieving stored coordinates from Ash Twin. Displaying coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. That was a navigational computer. The big three-sided block with the multiple inputs was a navigational computer for the warp drive of the vessel. Oh my word, has anybody got a warp core laying around that I could use? Please. Oh, okay. Wow. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. That has just, completely boiled my brain. Holy shit. Okay. I need to get my ass over to the vessel again. If you'd like to leave a like or you care to leave a comment, pop those down below. I'm just going to go and drown myself in gold for a moment, just so I can get my head around this. And yeah, I guess I'm headed back to the vessel. Hop on over to the Discord. I would love to know what you think of things going on at the moment. And make sure you hit subscribe if you want to be notified as soon as the next episode's up. But I will catch you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.